Hi Rui, can you tell us why you think using an IWB is good?
Good question. There's so many answers I could give, I think. I think first of all it increases the level of interactivity in the classroom, and I think that's, for me, the main purpose really. It means that you can, not only have you got like, amazing variety in the audio-visual input, so you get to convey things in different ways to students, but also they can actually come up and do things in a way that they couldn't before. They don't.
Is that what you mean by interactive?
Yeah. So I think, I mean interactive in that sense, yeah.
Yes.
But also in the sense that the sort of multimedia experience, like different parts of their brains are being activated as well, I think, including the visual aspect, more than perhaps, well, definitely that we could do on a regular board. So I think, and just another sort of feature for me personally is the flexibility that it gives you. You've got it at your fingertips, so if you have a sudden thought, something that you want to explain in a different way, you need a picture of something, bang, you just go and get it.
And how would you have done that in the past?
Well, good question. I mean, well, probably would have gone and photocopied some sort of picture, which would have taken ages, or put it in the next day, or maybe tried to do some kind of random drawing on the board. And I think, particularly when you're teaching a language, it has particular usages because sometimes a picture is better than a phrase, or you can just, and then you can do stuff with it as well. You can combine pictures, you can combine text, you can get them to fiddle around with things, on the board, so it's much more kinesthetic as well. I think, I can't speak highly enough of it personally. I think I couldn't imagine now, I'll be honest, teaching without one.
Wow.
So I'm quite lucky as the media teacher. Like I've always got access to one. So for me it just gives me, it's variety of input for the students, it's variety of activity for all of us, I think.
Yes.
And as a teacher, it gives you much more varied platforms through which to express, your ideas as well, and to convey, the thoughts, the key concepts, but also in creative ways, and ways that can, like I said, come to you in that moment, which is some of the best teaching moments, I think. And then you can save them as well. That's an even better thing. You can then actually
that's one of my favourite
save
things.
your board. I mean, it's like what I've always dreamed of. I used to do this about 2 years ago. I used to actually take digital photos of my board and keep them for review purposes and so on. And now, obviously, I don't need to do that anymore. I just save it, put them all in nice organised files. The next time you're going to teach a similar point, you could adapt it a bit or whatever, but at least you've got that old resource to kind of then
and it helps with revision and...
Absolutely helps with revision, because not only are you providing the students with a sort of revision sheet like in the old days, but you're actually providing them with a recollection of the context in which they learned that thing as well. So if there was like a class joke, the picture will still be there, or they'll remember the time that they learned it as well, which I think has quite a powerful... I haven't really looked into this in terms of researching it, but I can imagine that this has quite a powerful impact on
you recall it much more clearly that way.
I think so, yeah, because pictures we do. I mean, even when we look at our photos, just personal photos, just looking at a photo really sparks a lot of memories and a lot of sort of knowledge of that time. So I think that's something maybe we need to explore a bit more. And the IWBs and other such technologies is giving us an opportunity to take these things into new territories. So I love them.
Thank you, that's brilliant. Thank you very much.